The Southgate House, having set records for attendance levels in northern Kentucky, is no stranger to accolades. It was named one of the 40 best venues in the country by the indie music magazine Paste, and was at the top of Spin magazine's Best Bars and Clubs list.
Not around, what purpose worth having, mundane or profound?
All this acclaim is warranted not only by the diversity of events showcased at the venue, but also the unique atmosphere.
4, 3, 2, move that bus!
The three stages of the Southgate House have provided guests with options. Whether you were looking for an all-out concert experience in the ballroom, a relaxed open mic in Junie's Lounge,
Just like the ones I've asked before.
or a more intimate experience with your favorite band in the parlor.
I actually grew up here in Newport, and so growing up, it's always been one of my personal goals and dreams to play at the Southgate House ballroom. And when we got to do that, I mean, it was awesome. So my favorite thing about that, I guess, is coming to this and experiencing a community, of people that love music, and knowing that the Southgate House was a staple in that.
The Southgate House having 3 different stages is actually a really good thing for, I think, any concert venue to have. When you first start out, you might be a smaller band, and then that ballroom looks really big at that time. And I feel like, playing the parlor upstairs, I think it only holds like 100 people, and being able to play to 100 people in a packed room is big when you're a small band.
I feel like I really owe my music career to Southgate House because I've been playing there since I was 16. And, I mean, Junie's Lounge, the parlor, the ballroom, we've gone through every single room in that house and worked our way to the ballroom. And we would not be the band that we are today if it weren't for you guys, so thank you.
If there are multiple bands playing, you can go back and forth during the night, and it feels like you're at a festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime you can tie something to the location, you can say, I remember when I was in the parlor and this happened, and I remember when I met this person and we were in the lounge and we were there all night, and now we're married or whatever, and everybody has their personal memories that they can tie to a physical location.
And the lounge is great because it's free every time, and being able to walk in and not have to pay a cover and just order a drink and catch whatever random band you can catch on any given night.
Earlier tonight, I was looking at it and I was like, wow, that's seriously the perfect place for starting. I wish I knew about it 2 years ago when I didn't have a band and didn't know anything about getting shows or anything, just because that's such an easy place and fun place to kind of get your name out and hopefully move up in the Southgate House basically.
In addition to having a rich history and diverse atmosphere, the Southgate House was also able to do what so few businesses are able to do on a consistent basis: offer variety. The all-embracing spectrum of the Southgate House is hardly limited just to the live band experience.
Well, folks, that's been a show.
Yeah, last February we did the Voodoo Carnival, Mardi Gras Masquerade, and that actually was the first event I did at the Southgate House. Did 2 more events after that. We did the Time Travelers Ball, and we also did the Vagabonds Cabaret. I remember years back when I first went into the Southgate House. Yeah, one day I'm going to do a show here, and then years later, and then last February was when we did the Voodoo Carnival, and it was fantastic. The place has such an ambiance, so I think, a big portion of why the show was a success is just, the building itself.
The Southgate House also had a considerable amount to offer in the ways of stand-up comedy.
Like I have sex with a boys and they want to have sex with me no more. Don't look at me like that, unconcerned white guy. He has been sitting back there all nonchalant. I appreciate his heart.
The Parlor was host to the Underbelly comedy show as well.
Yeah. How you doing?
She totally wanted to shoot him.
Wait, what? I can hear you, all right?
Really wanted to shoot him.
You want to shoot me in the face? What the fuck are you talking about? Kelly's Kelly, right? What?
We're in the Starbucks.
We're
in the Starbucks and someone's angry and Otis read it.
This is happening for real!
Bay with one hand without causing too much stress. In fact, it doesn't even appear that her Adam's apple has so much as jiggled.
Alex, is this because I went on that date with Hulk Hogan?
Oh, I can't hear what India is saying right now, but I assume she's complaining about her horse-like thighs.
Alex, you and me were on a break.
Look at the power being displayed by that cheating whore. What a man.
The final one submitted by Alex Stone. Well, the paper just says high five and suck it. That's all it says. Sorry.
Junie's Lounge was such a great jumping-off point for so many local musicians because of the open mic sessions they held, as well as Hillbilly Thursday and karaoke.
I was really pleased with the open mic sessions that Mike Oberst hosted on Mondays, I guess it was. You'd always get the most random collection grab bag of people. Some people were just laughably terrible, and some people were just incredible talent that was just, waiting to be noticed.
The first time I was ever here was on a Hillbilly Thursday, and I saw Straw Boss.
Yeah, Straw Boss, of course.
And actually, I got hammered enough to ask Ed if I could sing with them, and he let me, and it was just like, it was a glorious
You got
night.
hammered here?
Hey!
Another unique feature of the Southgate House was the artwork in the hallways, as well as the lounge and the bathrooms.
To top it all off, you had these Civil War generals and ex-presidents and these oil paintings looming over you, watching you creepily.
Judging.
And I always thought the place was kind of haunted seeming, in a good way. Since wasn't the guy who lived here was the inventor of the Tommy gun? So I always thought it was maybe haunted with like the ghosts of all the dead from his invention.
The art that you would have seen on the walls, a lot of it was produced by this artist named Jerry Bond, who's actually had been a friend of Ross Raleigh, one of the owners of the Southgate House. A lot of the art that was hanging up in the lounge featured a lot of dead presidents and wannabe presidents who were rumored to at one point, in their lifetime, have stayed in the Southgate House as visitors. The art in the bathrooms is done by a really talented artist named Derek, who had also, I think, curated a lot of the exhibitions that went on in the gallery of the Southgate House, and is just kind of an homage to Cincinnati and Southgate House history and culture.
The night is not over. Thank you so much.